Leaving behind the untamed beauty of Kangaroo Island, we began our journey west to the raw wilderness of the Eyre Peninsula. This untouched part of South Australia is the perfect example of how remote the country can be. The coastlines along the western corner of the Eyre Peninsula are about as rugged as you can get, with crashing waves and danger at every turn. Looking out beyond the ferocious seas, there is nothing between you and Antarctica. It is a part of the country that lives and breathes adventure, and what an adventure it had in store for us. Having never travelled this far west, we were excited for what lay ahead. However, as with most of our adventures, things did not pan out as expected. This is not what Roxy is meant for. I am the Lord of the Flies! Ah! Holy fuck! Whoa!
Look at this one that's fully dressed, and look at this one that's taking one for the team and going in the cold water.
You join us in part 1 of this epic South Australian road trip as we journey across the desert from Adelaide to Streaky Bay. Alright guys, it's a new day. We're now heading west along South Australia. We're heading west to the the Eyre Peninsula, the York Peninsula, furthest west peninsula in South Australia, via the Gawler Ranges. We're already just north of Adelaide. We've got about 7 hours of driving until we get to the Gawler Ranges. Cooking up some lunch, and then we're going to hit the road again. So tell us about what you're making now.
Right, I'm kind of winging this to be honest, because I can't remember the recipe. But back in the day when we were
fit and young and
working and had a routine of going to the gym and all that sort of stuff, we used to make these protein balls as like a little sort of healthy treat snack thing. Lots of protein in it, and it was good energy, and we're going to make them, and I can't really remember the recipe, but I'm guessing
just make it up.
Kind of guessing it, kind of making it up. We have like loads of oats and peanut butter and things, but it's too hot. I know I'm wearing a hoodie, but it is too hot for like a big bowl of porridge, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
So
this is a better way to do it.
This is a better way to use them up.
So what's in it?
So I've got oats, peanut butter, maple syrup, chia seeds, and we would normally have cut up little chunks of dark chocolate, but we only have milk, so that's gonna have to do. I think that's all. Can you think of anything else that should be in it?
Chuck it together, roll it in a ball, and then stick it in the fridge. And
I missed out a key ingredient. Cacao.
Obviously. More chocolate.
Makes it nice and chocolatey. And I actually decided to put it in the pan this time. Instead of having the little chocolate chunks through it, I've just kind of melted it all, and that helped to melt the peanut butter as well, because it was quite solid. And bam! We've got ourselves some little snacks. Just need to put them in the fridge.
Perfect. Just about, how far out of Adelaide? About an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And this is a giant pink lake on the right hand side of us. We're going to go over and take a wee look at it and also stretch my legs because I'm dying.
The flies are killing me already.
Yeah, we're going to go check it. This is pretty cool. Yeah, I thought it was not bad because the pink comes from like the rotten fungus or something. I think it's when it dries up, the salt kills the bacteria, the fungus in the water, and it begins to rot. And it just leaves this pink salt lake. The pink colour of the lake actually comes from the salt-loving microbes known as halobacteria, which have a pigmented protein which gives them their pink colour. As the water dries up in these lakes, the colour grows stronger as the concentration of microbes to water increases, which then gives the lake its pink colour. Now, I only studied chemical engineering for 5 years, so you'll have to forgive me for my lack of description I had to provide as we explored the pink lake. Let's see if I have any more intelligent insights to add to my observations of this natural phenomenon. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Yeah, maybe not. As we continued west from the Salt Lake, we eventually reached our campsite for the night. We pitched up just outside the Flinders Ranges in a small, free campsite known as Eyre Park. So do you want to tell them where we are?
We are at Eyre
Park.
holiday park. And that is just outside Port Pirie.
So yeah, we tried to push on to Port Augusta, but it's such a warm day and that drive has been killing us. So we pulled up, and
Well,
this
it's
was
more that we're driving right now at 6:30. The sun sets in half an hour and we are heading directly west.
and there's no camping sites closer to until after Port Augusta.
No free
apart from this
sites.
one. We're not going to pay for campsites. But yeah, this is another one of these free campsites. You get them all around South Australia, all over Australia. It seems we use an app called Wiki Camps, which shows you the best, or shows you whereabouts you can camp for free, shows where you can get drinking water, shows you where you can get showers. It's a real lifesaver if you're doing the van life in Australia like we're doing. But we're going to park up here for the night, get a good night's sleep, and then hit the road first thing in the morning. So our first stop, we've stopped off at a little town called Kumba, which is, we've been driving for about another hour and a half since there.
Longer.
I know, it feels like forever. It's just because there's literally nothing apart from just bush everywhere. It's ridiculous. But anyway, we stopped in, hopefully we're going to try and find some ice cream or something. There's some cool things to do around here. As we already saw the silo art, which is like these giant silos, which have been painted with this beautiful mural. And apparently there's some other things to do as well, so we're going to try and cool off because it's getting towards midday and the temperature is getting hot.
I think it's about 33 degrees right now.
Yeah, so it's warm. We're going to go and try and find some ice cream. Proper little sleepy town centre. I reckon this is it.
Yeah. There was some the other way as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, hopefully.
Top shop. Might get some curtain ties.
Do not need more junk. So it's the town of Kimba.
So where are we? I can't even see us. Where are we?
I reckon we're here because it's the post office.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, okay.
So we're here.
Yeah. Not much going on, is there?
No.
Always good to see that there's some free camping though.
It's free camping all over the
place. Shower. Shows you how small a town it is that they have death notices on this board.
Wow. I didn't even see a supermarket or anything.
Oh, I'm sure there's a grocer over there.
Is there? I think the ice cream's in there. There is the town of Kimba's supermarket. Do your weekly shopping in there.
I like how it's called the big store.
Big store. A Magnum. So you do your Magnums.
Before you get.
I reckon I'll get a classic.
The giant twins are nice.
How much are they?
Actually don't know. Here, just pass one here. I'll scan it and tell you.
I didn't see them on this.
$3.
$3.
Yeah.
Safe travel.
Cheers, enjoy your day.
Right, you too.
Verdict.
Very happy.
Happy. Let's go and hide from the sun with our ice lollies. I'm not entirely sure there's much else to do.
It's a very quiet little town. It's nice. In the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Braving the midday sun, we began the longest stretch of our Australian road trip yet, travelling directly through the middle of the baking South Australian desert. Our eyes were fixed firmly on the destination of the seaside town of Streaky Bay, and we were desperate for the cool relief of the sea. So there's this fence on the left hand side as we're driving along here. It says danger, no entry. We think it looks like a kind of military reserve. I don't know if they do testing or something like that in there. We're just thinking, you know, how crazy it is that just that scenery just continues for thousands of miles that way.
Yeah, it's mental.
There's literally nothing. Yeah, we're driving really slow, that's why people are rotating us. Here we Roxy. You can do it. There's literally nothing apart from just that.
That is insane.
What a crazy country, man.
And possibly a lot of kangaroos.
Hopefully.
So we've got our first glimpse of the sea again over there.
About time.
About time. It has been a hot day.
Hot drive, man.
the aircon is not working.
Yeah, it's an air conditioning unit. Don't know what's happened to it, where I think the level was low in it. So we're driving around a town looking for a place and it suddenly started making a noise as well. Not good, but to de-stress, what we're going to do is going to try and jump in the sea, cool off a little bit, and yeah, just try. No idea what to expect from Streaky Bay. I don't know if it's going to be a big village, a big town, or a small village.
No idea.
But we're just going to go and check it out anyway, and hopefully there's a place we can go and get away. Alright, so we've made it down the pier, and what a glorious sight there is to behold right over there behind you guys. There's a caged area just off the pier that Gemma's going to show us how to do the biggest belly flop of our generation.
Yeah, I sure am. Shame we lost the GoPro.
I know, we lost the GoPro. I'd love to show you guys, but it's just a wee clip of what everyone else is getting up to. So this is the jetty, and after the jetty sits a little slice of paradise. That is everything we've been waiting for all day, guys. We're gonna go and get wet, and we will see you guys after dinner. We're gonna cook up a burger by the beach, one into the day. We just jumped into the #1 tourist attraction in Streaky Bay after jumping in the water, and it's a giant replica of a shark. Let's see Gemma's face when she sees it.
I really don't think I
So
want
tell us about this.
It looks like it's going to eat me. This is obviously your great white shark that will possibly be swimming around the waters outside. It is massive. Jesus.
It's a replica that was found of a shark that was seen offshore
I think so, yeah.
of where we were swimming today.
This is all
Well, here's the newspapers about it. But yeah, this is it here. Dun dun dun. Go and sit next to
It
him.
was more than 5 meters long.
Go and sit next to him. Oh wow.
Howdy.
Look at that.
Oh, I'm glad I was jumping into a cage in the sea there and not just into the... Okay, so it turns out it's not a great white shark. It's a... what did I say it was?
White pointer shark.
A white pointer shark.
It's a great white shark's actually even bigger than that.
It was 5 meters long and weighed 1,520 kilograms. It was a female, and yeah, apparently she was caught in 1990.
Just offshore.
Streaky Bay has had many shark sightings, so most local people swim in the netted areas next to the town jetty.
Which is what we did, for once we were smart. Look at that view!
Amazing. Hope these seagulls don't come after my dinner.
Hello! So we're into a barbecue area now. They've got them like all over Australia. If you've ever been to Australia, you know what we're talking about. And then we've got some veggie burgers, got a big portion of chips for $7.50. And we're going to go and cook up the burgers and enjoy a little dinner by the sea.
So this is one of the best things about Australia, and it's actually the first time this time round that we've been able to do it. So we're cooking up some burgers and we've got a bag of chips. And we're relaxing by the sea.
Yep, that's right.
Can't wait.
Free barbecue right on the beach. Roxy's right there. Doesn't get much better than this.
No, does not.
So we found a water point just outside of Streaky Bay. Like, apparently there's no water points at all anywhere near around here, and this is the only one. So we had to pay $1 for 25 litres, and the water tastes crap. So
Does it?
there you go. Yeah.
Oh, is it
But-
cold?
Yeah, it's cold, so I guess that's it. It's the only cold water I've had all day.
Well,
So
that's
it's
good.
good enough. But we're going to go down to the oval now, and there's no flies here, so fingers crossed the oval's the exact same.
Fingers crossed. Goodness me. Hopefully they've all gone to bed.
Alright guys, so we did find a nice camp spot, beautifully looking over the sea, all to ourselves just off the side of the road, but as you can probably see, I'm covered in flies right now, and the sun's already set. I don't see it getting any better. I think we're going to need to give up and go back into Streaky Bay where there was hardly any flies, and there's an oval there which is a $10 donation per night, which I actually think is worth it if there's no flies here. So we're going to go and check that out and then make a decision. Maybe we'll come back here when the sun sets, maybe we'll just stay for the night. The flies are awful.
Thank goodness we bought these nets. Not only for the mozzies. Shame we have a wee gap at the bottom.
I know, that's what they'll get in.
Oh my god. Couldn't do without it.